What is unilateral mistake in contract law? Have you ever signed a contract only to realize later that one party misunderstood a key detail? This situation is known as a unilateral mistake in contract law. It happens when one party holds an incorrect belief about an important fact while the other party is not aware of this error. Understanding this concept is essential as it relates to the principles of freedom of contract, limited government, and property rights. In the context of limited government principles, the idea of unilateral mistake is important. Courts typically enforce contracts even if one party is mistaken. However, if the mistake is obvious or if the other party knowingly takes advantage of that mistake, the courts may step in. For example, if a seller mistakenly lists an item for $10 instead of $100, and the buyer knows about the error but still buys it, the court may void that contract. This approach helps prevent exploitation and aligns with conservative values that discourage bad faith actions. Freedom of contract is a key principle here. It means that individuals should have the autonomy to negotiate and agree on terms without excessive government interference. Courts should only intervene in cases of fraud or extreme unfairness. This respect for individual agreements supports economic freedom, allowing markets to function smoothly. When it comes to practical applications, clerical errors can lead to voidable contracts. If one party can show that a clear typographical mistake occurred, like listing 1,000 units instead of 100, and the other party was aware of this discrepancy, the contract may be voided. This ensures fairness while still upholding the sanctity of agreements. Another consideration is unconscionability. If enforcing a contract would give one party an unfair advantage due to a unilateral mistake, the courts may void the agreement. This principle is essential in maintaining fairness in transactions, which is a core aspect of conservative critiques of regulatory overreach. Transparency in contracts is also vital. Clear drafting and mutual understanding can reduce disputes. This aligns with the conservative advocacy for personal responsibility and accountability in private dealings. Unilateral mistake doctrines play a significant role in protecting property rights. They help prevent predatory behavior that could destabilize property transactions. For instance, if a landowner mistakenly sells property for much less than its value due to a miscalculation, the courts may intervene to prevent unjust enrichment. This approach safeguards property rights while avoiding broad regulatory frameworks. In summary, unilateral mistakes in contract law balance fairness with the need to uphold agreements. While conservatives prioritize freedom of contract, they also recognize that unchecked exploitation can harm trust in markets. Legal remedies for unilateral mistakes serve as a minimal safeguard, ensuring that contracts reflected genuine mutual agreement, which is essential for economic freedom and limited government principles.